In May 1945, the Germans surrendered and the Second World War in Europe came to a close.
I felt a great sense of elation. We had survived. Not just that England had survived, but that the Jewish people had survived. We danced Harot, Jewish dances. We sang our Hebrew songs, amongst others. But the realization that this was a great day for our people was never far away from my thoughts.
But the suffering of war continued in the Far East for the so-called Forgotten Army. In August 1945, 2 atomic bombs were dropped on Japan. News of the Japanese surrender made its way to the prisoner of war camps, where David Arkush had been a prisoner for 3 long years.
The sergeant major shouted out, "It's all true, boys. We're free. It's all over." We had the biggest bamboo we could find, which we set up as a flagpole, and we stood at the salute as they hauled up the Union Jack. It was the most emotional moment, as you could imagine.
The price of peace was high. Jewish ex-servicemen returned home outraged to find Oswald Mosley's fascists again inciting racial hatred and Nazi philosophy. As Ajax and the 43 Group, they campaigned to end the threat of fascist tyranny in Britain. And Ajax would continue to remember those who fought for Britain. As the forerunner of the CST, Ajax defended British Jews, supported the Jewish homeland, lobbied for the rights of Russian Jews, and supported Jews who continued to risk their lives in the armed forces, like Alan Tyler.
We discovered we were to take the first British atom bomb out to Australia to explode. We had the first rehearsal on Rosh Hashanah 1952. Everybody was evacuated, except I was left on board as the first lieutenant, just to sort of somebody in case anything terrible happened. And I sort of read my Rosh Hashanah service to myself sitting on deck in the sun, guarding an atom bomb.
Between 1949 and 1960, 10,000 young Jewish men were called up for national service. Many fought and fell in Cyprus, Kenya, Malaya, Korea. And as regular troops, Jews lived and died in the Falklands, Northern Ireland, Bosnia, Afghanistan, and Iraq.
Having mortars come into the airbase and you're in the open ground and you've got no protection certainly reaffirms how dear you hold life. I'm very proud to be a British Jew in today's military. We are an effective fighting force, and I'm very proud to be part of that.
Today, there are less than 300,000 Jewish people in Britain, and yet many still play a dynamic role in British society and in Her Majesty's armed forces. Ajax continues today remembering those Jews who died for Britain and British values. Ajax still provides welfare services for those with wartime disabilities. And Ajax is educating future generations about the horrors of war, but also sometimes the need for it, a responsibility never to be taken lightly. War cemeteries across Europe, the Middle East and Asia show not only a regimental badge or a cross, but the Star of David. Throughout the year, the heroes of the Association of Jewish Ex-Servicemen and Women continue to remember those who gave their lives, so that we in Britain can live with the rights and freedoms that make us all proud to be British. God save the Queen.
It should never be forgotten. Forgive, yes. Forget, never.
I wouldn't like any of the future generations, please God, to have gone through half of what I've gone through. War is despicable, cruel, useless. It causes so much misery and pain.
My mind is with fellows I served with who got killed, whom I saw get killed.
It's wonderful to be able to sit and remember them, and we will remember them.
And always remember what was done to safeguard the fact that you live the life that you lead today because of us. I can only quote the words of a memorial stone at a place on the borders of India and Burma, which led to the defeat of the Japanese. When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrows, we gave our today.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.